Hey pterodactyls, it's your resident Homosaurus here, and welcome to my podcast, A Homosaurus in a Book. On today's episode, I'm going to be reading chapter 15 of The Loyal Pin. Now, last episode, we read chapter 14, and boy, was that a chapter. We basically have Princess Anil and Lady Pin acknowledging their desire for each other, and I'm here for it. It seems like we are steamrolling ahead. Hopefully in the coming chapters, we get a little bit more romantic with it, because the slow burn has been slow burning, even though it's technically not a slow burn because, they both are clearly desiring each other. But the fact that it's just nothing happened yet. I mean, we're almost halfway through the book, so I'm hoping we get something soon. But then I'm kind of hoping not, because I don't know how I'm gonna read that to you guys. But anyways. Yeah, so last chapter we got Princess Anil admitting that it wasn't just her missing Lady Pin, it was also a desire for Lady Pin. And she showed her simping ways by giving her, or gifting her, the sketchbook of just her drawings of Lady Pin. So that was kind of cute, I gotta admit. It shows that the whole time Princess Anil has been gone, she's been thinking and dreaming and drawing Lady Pin. So we all know now that Princess Anil is a Class A simp for Lady Pin. She's a Class A simp. I mean, she built a palace for her. What else? What other level of simping is there? There's none. Princess Anil is literally the queen of simp. So, we got that last chapter. And we also got basically just, Princess Anil and Lady Pin settling back into kind of their relationship, getting to know each other again after being away for so long. And we had Lady Pin cook for Princess Anil because, Princess Anil likes her Thai food. She doesn't like the Western food. She missed Pin, food. She missed Thai food. She missed the Thai food. So Lady Pin cooked her up some delicious Thai food and hand fed it to her. So that was that was quite the scene. And then we left off on, Princess Anil's famous one-liners to end all these chapters, and her unbuttoning her shirt slightly, and then Lady Pin being like, girl, what? Girl, I told you. It was too deep of a neckline. Too deep of a neckline. You need to button it up. And she's so like, yes, I know it was too deep. But when I unbutton one more, the other one wouldn't be considered so deep now, would it? Or something along those lines. The girl has some good one-liners, I'm not gonna lie. But anyways, that chapter was quite cute, and we got to develop their relationship a bit farther along than it was before. So I'm here for this next chapter. The next chapter is titled Visitor. So I have no clue what to expect. I hope it's not that guy, I already forget his name, that is courting or trying to court Lady Pin, and our girl Prek has been keeping an eye on. And that's another thing that happened last chapter. Princess Anil was fishing for information on all the dogs that have been sniffing around Lady Pin, and she got the 411 on what's up. So we're seeing a bit of a possessive, princess. But yeah, we got that. So I'm hoping that in relation to the visitor, it's not him. But if it is, oh buddy, I'm excited to see Princess Anil, I don't want to say staking her claim, but kind of like shooing him off a bit, because as she said to Prek, don't ever bring him up around me or his attractiveness or anything about him, because I am the princess. He is a lord who has a higher status. Me, not him. So don't even come for me. Oh, I'm loving this. I'm loving this book. So I'm excited to read this next chapter. And yeah, but before we do get into the chapter, if you can, please go purchase The Loyal Pin by Monma to help support the author. I purchased the book on Amazon for Kindle, but there's also a way to purchase it through the MEB app. And as I said before, if I come across any other ways to purchase this book, I will let you all know. But yeah, I know I say this every episode, but we need to help support queer content creators. So if you can, like I said, go purchase their book and, help a queer content creator out. Awesome. Now, with that being said, let's just get right into chapter 15, Visitor. Prince Anantawut's wedding ceremony was widely regarded as a significant event that brought immense honor to the Sewatawareed royal family, earning them recognition throughout the city. It encompassed various traditional rituals, starting with the elegant morning pouring water ceremony and culminating in the evening's grand and spectacular wedding ceremony. The discussion topic has revolved around the magnificent and luxurious Sewatawareed Palace, where the king issued order for various sections to be prepared to host his eldest son's wedding ceremony. The guests are all people in the high society circle who are willing to gather in great numbers, or even the suitability of the perfect match between the noble, handsome groom, Prince Anantawut, and Lady Parvati, who look dazzling in contemporary bridal gowns. Yet, the most notable topic of conversation is the rare beauty of the youngest daughter, Princess Anilapat. I mean, of course, all eyes are on my girl, Princess Anilapat. Okay, she walks into a room and she just demands attention. Kind of like Becky. Oh wow, perfect casting. I mean, I'm just saying. Okay, let's get back into it. In this context, Lady Ungfa, or anyone else for that matter, is commonly referred to as Xiao Ingfa. In this context, Lady Ungfa, or anyone else for that matter, is commonly referred to as Chao Ingfa. She is the youngest daughter of Prince Chakam and Princess Dorare, the elder sister of Princess Alyssa. If Lady Ungfa did not come from Chiang Mai to attend Prince Anantawut's wedding ceremony in Chiang Mai by herself, one might suspect that the lavish praise heaped upon Princess Anilapat by the guests at the event was merely an attempt to flatter the king and Aunt Alyssa, rather than a genuine sentiment. In Lady Ungfa's recollection, Princess Anilapat was undoubtedly beautiful and articulate. However, what truly surprised her was the remarkable transformation in Anil's beauty as she grew older, reaching an extraordinary level that was considered exceptionally rare. This was in stark contrast to her mischievous demeanor in the past. Oh, naive Ungfa. Oh, naive Ungfa. You think just because she grew into her beauty and she's a young woman now that she's not still mischievous? Girlie, you don't know my girl Princess Anil much, do you? How long have you been away from the family? You have no clue just how mischievous she is. When Xiao Ungfa saw Princess Anil at the morning ceremony before her own eyes, at that moment, she came to the realization that the rumors about Princess Anilapat were not exaggerated in the slightest. In fact, they could only capture a fraction of Princess Anilapat's true beauty. The sight of her younger cousin, Princess Anilapat, in the morning ceremony, wearing a pearly white lace blouse paired with a smoke gray skirt, exuding both sweetness and solemnity, remained in Chao Engfa's mind throughout the day, as it had caught the attention of many. Wedding dress, anyone? Lady Pin, where are you? Is this Prince Anantut's wedding, or is this Lady Pin and the Princess Anil's wedding? I don't know. Just saying. Foreshadowing? Are girls gonna get married? Who knows? Before her memories are superimposed with this new image, replaced by the same person, the appearance of Princess Anilapat in a long brick red evening gown, her face adorned with makeup matching the color of her dress, remained unchanged despite the emotional turmoil that persisted in her heart throughout the day. Regrettably, Chao Engfa, who is unaccustomed to deep contemplation, cannot easily relinquish an obsession all of a sudden. Therefore, with curiosity in her heart, she resolved to pay Princess Anilapat a visit at the Pine Palace in the afternoon, just one day after Prince Anantawut's wedding. She wondered whether Princess Anil, in her casual attire, would still possess the same beauty that had occupied her thoughts all night. Girl, call me Cao Engfa because I'm also obsessed with Becky. I mean, Princess Anil. And she is 100% going to look just as good in her casual wear as she does dressed up. I mean, come on. Is it because I'm down bad for her? Yes. Yes, I can see that that could be a bias that I have, but I mean, objectively speaking, as objectively as I can as a huge fangirl, she gonna look good. Anyway. As it happened, Princess Anil was attired in a bright white shirt and cream shorts that reached her knees. The minimal makeup on her face seemed to captivate Chao Engfa's heart even more than Princess Anil's appearance in her brick red evening gown or her pearl white dress. Chao Engfa realized at this moment that her visit with Princess Anil was a real struggle. Your palace resembles the ones I've seen in Western magazines. Absolutely beautiful and inviting, Chao. At this time, Chao Engfa is sitting on a single gray sofa by the balcony window across from Princess Anil. She looked around in astonishment at the reception hall of the Pine Palace. Do you like it? Princess Anil spoke in a pleasant voice. I like it, Chao. Chao Engfa stared at Princess Anilapat's dark, slender eyes and gave her a subtle twinkle and a smile. My father and mother's palace is enormous and spacious, but it looks so solemn and does not feel as cozy as home. But in terms of architecture, your father's palace is both beautiful and precious. You are an architecture student, Chao. You must have an appreciation for how the ancient wood has turned out so beautifully. Chao Engfa modestly inclined her head. Even if I did not study that, I still see that your palace is so beautiful, Kun-un. Princess Anilapat poured tea from a white ceramic teapot positioned on the central table between them. She then elegantly slid the teacup toward Chao Engfa with a graceful and deliberate gesture. English tea. I brought it back from London. Kun-ang, do you want a taste? I brewed it myself. Thank you so much, Chao sister, Chao Engfa said, holding a white teacup in the same color as the teapot and taking a sip slowly before smiling in satisfaction. The tea tastes so good, Chao. Really? Said Princess Anil softly smiling. Chao, or maybe because you brewed it yourself, makes it so delicious. Chao Engfa replied in a sweet, clear voice, so sweet that Princess Anilapat, the interlocutor, could only be reminded of her eldest brother. Fully aware that her eldest brother still held affection for Chao Engfa, Princess Anil observed keenly. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. So, I'm sorry to cut in here. But are you telling me that Cao Ungfa is their cousin of Princess Anil and Prince Anan, or whoever the eldest brother is? I think it's Anan. Or is it Anantawut? Anyways, doesn't matter. Ungfa is their cousin. She is sounding very suspiciously like she is flirting with Princess Anil. And now Anil's talking about how her eldest brother has affection for Cao Ungfa. What is going on? And isn't Ungfa the one that, was it in Nantawut that he liked her but he didn't choose her because he went with his current fiance? Because I think it was Ungfa that they were discussing. Oh, this is interesting. I hope I'm wrong. This is not Alabama, ladies. Okay, this is not Alabama. We don't keep it in the family here, please. Anyways, I'm sure it's gonna clear it up as we go along. But I do remember they were talking about, and I think they were talking about Ungfa, but this is the cousin, so I don't know. I'm a little worried about this, but anyways, moving on. Let's continue on. Fully aware that her eldest brother still held affection for Cao Ungfa, Princess Anil observed keenly. She had noticed the blend of somberness and enchantment in her brother's eyes on the night of his wedding ceremony when he exchanged glances with Cao Ungfa, who had come to offer her congratulations and had been present from the morning ceremony to the evening celebrations. My eldest brother still can't let go. Sorry to cut in here again, but they're keeping it in the family, it seems. Now, wherever they are in Thailand, wherever they're living right now, is this considered Thailand's south? You know, like America's south? Is this considered like Thailand's south? Or, you know, like, are they living in the Alabama of Thailand? If anybody knows the questions, please let me know. Just so I can prepare myself going forward. Okay, anyways, sorry. Continuing on. It's difficult to move on when Cao Ungfa, your esteemed cousin of 22 years, is as beautiful and radiant as the first blooming flower. Her sweet and gentle demeanor, reminiscent of the Northerners, has captivated Prince Anantawut to such an extent that he considers incest. I'm sorry, no, that's not how it goes. I'm sorry, that's not how it goes. I apologize. I went off book here. Sorry. Let me recount that. Let me start again. Her sweet and gentle demeanor, reminiscent of Northerners, has captivated Prince Anantawut to such an extent that he occasionally, though discreetly, reveals his feelings through his eyes. Princess Anil gazed at Cao Ungfa's sweet oval face, her delicate eyebrows, and her radiant eyes that sparkle in the afternoon sun. Cao Ungfa's fair skin, bathed in the warm sunlight streaming in through the balcony window of the Pine Palace, evoked a gentle sigh from Princess Anil. She feels sorry for Lady Parvati, the newly bride, and her sister-in-law. You're overpraising me. You mentioned it felt like I was sweet-talking. I commented on the tea because it tastes delightful. Only those radiant, dark eyes cast a glance into her own. Cao Ungfa felt a sense of embarrassment and found herself momentarily unable to respond, prompting her to hesitantly lift the hot tea to take a sip. Then I shall seize the chance to prepare tea for you more frequently, Princess Anil said, smiling and revealing 2 dimples on her cheek that appeared to enchant Chow Eun-fa, making her gaze intently at Princess Anil's face as if she was under a spell. Listen, listen, listen. Everyone listen, okay? What in the Sweet Home Alabama is going on? Yeah, so not only does it seem because Eun-fa couldn't get the older brother Prince Anantawut before he got snatched up by Lady Parvati. She couldn't get him before he got snatched up, so she's moving on to her youngest cousin. Like, this is taking it, like, to keep it in the family to a whole new level. They're flirting with each other, no? Am I just reading too much into this? Are you guys getting this vibe? They're flirting with each other. What is Princess Anil doing? Where's Lady Pin? My girlie needs to come in and put a leash on her or something. Like, with all these dog references, that was the first thing that came to my mind. I apologize, but, like, she needs to do something. Oh no. Okay. Let's continue on. This is going an interesting route. Never thought. I don't know what to think. Oh man. Okay. Let's continue on. Throughout her life, Chow Eun-fa had grown accustomed to the ardent gazes of men, all staring at her with desire. She had mastered the art of pretending to disregard them in order to avoid any complications. Beneath her gentle demeanor, Chow Eun-fa's true nature remained as cold and impenetrable as a towering, unscalable wall. She had never fallen for any man. But on this occasion, it appeared as if she were surreptitiously gazing at Princess Anilapat with an enchanted expression in her eyes. What? No! Is this gonna be like a love triangle? Is Miss Eun-fa coming in, slithering her way in, and trying to excuse me? Excuse me. You are her cousin. Her first cousin, if I'm reading this right, and her Eun-fa's parents are Princess Anil's mother's siblings. If I'm reading this right, Eun-fa's the first cousin. And she's sitting here being enchanted with her first cousin, feeling things that she never felt for any man. And my girl Princess Anil is just like giving it back. What is going on? Lady Pin, come get your girl. Lady Pin. Lady Pin, I can't read much more of this. Where is she? Lady Pin. Please. I better flip the page and you better be there. You better be walking in this door, wherever they are. She better come in. She better take one look, sense what's going on, and be like, no. Not on my watch. Not today, Miss Ma'ams. I hope I read this all wrong and this is not actually what's happening. Lord have mercy, please tell me that I'm not reading this right. Correct me in the comments, anybody who's read the book and is just listening to my rendition of it. Please tell me it's not what I think. But anyways, let's continue on. But on this occasion, it appeared as if she were surreptitiously gazing at Princess Anilapat with an enchanted expression in her eyes. Which steps taken had gone wrong. Chow Eun-fa kept repeatedly asking herself again and again, reminding herself that the person she was looking at now could only be a close relative with higher rank and nothing more. Yes, exactly. Please remember your familial connection. Like, I get that this is like a back in the day kind of book, but like, come on. Come on, Ungva. Remind yourself, please. Oh gosh. Anyways, the crucial aspect is that she's a woman just like her. That's the crucial aspect, huh? That's the crucial aspect, that she's a woman just like you. It's not that she's literally your first cousin. I thought that would kind of be the crucial aspect in the situation, but whatever floats your little boat there, Umfa. The crucial aspect is that she is a woman just like her. What is there to expect? Finding a solution seems quite challenging. How is your father's health? Mother mentioned that he isn't feeling very well. As a result, Aunt Dorare had to remain to look after him, and could not come to attend the Grand Prince's wedding ceremony. Princess Anil changed the subject when she noticed that Cha Ungfa had been unusually quiet for some unknown reason. My father's health was steadily declining, Cao. Yet, just days before the wedding ceremony, his condition worsened once more. Consequently, my mother couldn't participate in Prince Anand's event due to her concerns for my father. Cao Ungfa's lovely brows furrowed in concern the moment Prince Chakam's illness crossed her mind. Since I came back, I still haven't had the chance to visit my uncle and aunt. I need to find a chance to visit them. If you go to our palace, I'll take you around Tiangmei myself, Cao. It must have weighed on your mind. Princess Anil smiled so gently that Cao Ungfa found herself lifting her teacup for another sip, uncertain of how to respond. Page break. I needed a page break. That was a lot. that was a lot. Okay. Let's get back into it. Anil, I brought you. Pilantita's voice fell silent as soon as she made eye contact with an important guest like Cao Ungfa, taking her first step in the Pine Palace in the late afternoon. Ooh. Like, I know I told Pilantita to come on over, but I wasn't expecting her to actually come on over, and now she's gonna sense, she's gonna, how us women, we can sense things. She's gonna sense the piranhas in the water going after her girl, like, they're trying to take her girl from her. She's gonna sense it. I'm not ready. Okay, sorry, continuing on. Pilantita felt uncomfortable with both Princess Anilapat and Cao Ungfa fixing their gaze on her. It seemed as though her presence was out of place or unexpected. She could only wonder if she was interrupting the conversation between the two of them. Who could have expected that at this moment, the exquisite Cao Ungfa would opt to have a private meeting with Princess Anilapat in the Pine Palace, rather than staying at the front palace alongside Princess Alyssa, who is her aunt's apple of her eye. Hello, Kunpin. Cao Ungfa broke the silence with her customary smile after a moment. Cao Ungfa was noticeably more composed in her demeanor compared to Pilantita. However, it was quite surprising to witness Pilantita entering the Pine Palace with such confidence, as if she could come and go freely. They're married. Girl, Ungfa, you need to go get up on your feet. You need to go get your fancy shoes. And you need to go walk those fancy shoes out the door, okay? And maybe you need to just reevaluate what family means. You need to go. Our girl, this palace was made for Lady Pin, okay? This is basically her home as well. So you need to acknowledge that, and you need to stop what you're doing, because I do not want this love triangle when the main love hasn't even happened yet. I don't need this drama before they even do anything. I just want them to get together already. Anyways, let's see what happens here. She also addressed Princess Anilapat with an intimacy that implied equality. "Hello, Kun'ang." Pilantita greeted Xiao Ungfa, but her smile seemed somewhat ambiguous, especially when her eyes briefly met Princess Anilapat's, which also appeared clouded. Pilantita's cunning smile took on a more devious quality, causing Princess Anilapat to arch her eyebrows in suspicion. What's my girly planning? However, Princess Anilapat refrained from saying anything that might irk Lady Pin even slightly. "I've never had the chance to see my younger sister's palace, so I took this opportunity to visit her, Lady Pin." Cao Engfa explained the reason for her visit to the Pine Palace to Lady Pin without realizing it. "Yes, explain yourself to the lady of the house when you're having secret meetings with her princess. You need to explain yourself." "Yes, Kun'ang." Pilantita nodded in acknowledgement, but remained silent. Princess Anilapat pretended to shift the teapot to a table in the hall near the fireplace, and then moved to sit on the beige sofa. She did so without uttering a word, allowing Chao Ungfa to join her on the adjacent sofa, also without speaking. When Princess Anil sat on the middle sofa, according to the etiquette, the two ladies had to sit side by side without arguing. Even though Lady Pilantita remained motionless for a while, she eventually took a seat next to Princess Anilapat, not wanting to appear impolite by continuing to stand in front of her. "Kun'ang, please remember our scheduled meeting for tomorrow. Join me for a game of tennis. It would be an honor. If I extend invitations and no one shows up, tomorrow could turn out quite dull." Princess Anilapat initiated the conversation, sensing the profound silence in the room, almost able to hear each other's breath. "Cao, Kunpin too. Please don't distort Anil." "Yes." Upon hearing Lady Pilantita's curt acceptance and observing her disapproving expression, Cao Ungfa couldn't help but wonder. It had been a long time since the Lady Pin was known to be somewhat reserved in her speech. Yet, she had always greeted Cao Ungfa with a smile and a friendly disposition. Yeah, that was before she sensed your weird attraction for your cousin. just saying, I'm sure. Oh, I can't get over it. I'm sorry, I can't get over this. Anyways, oh, I know. Continuing on. It was only during their encounter at the royal wedding that Lady Pilantita openly displayed her disapproval towards her. "I need to leave now. I have an appointment to go to Chinatown with Aunt Alyssa this evening." "I see. That is why my mother did not book me today, because she is taking her favorite niece around," Princess Anil said with a smile, while Pilantita kept her head down and looked at the fleece carpet in front of the fireplace. "It turns out that I asked her to take me, Cao," Cao Ungfa said, then smiled sweetly to Princess Anil. "I must take my leave now, Princess Anil. Farewell, Kunpin," Cao Ungfa said, directing the latter part of their statement to Lady Pin, who was raising her hand in a gesture of farewell to Cao Ungfa due to being younger. "Goodbye, Kun'ang," Pilantita quietly replied to Cao Ungfa. "I will walk you to your car, Kun'ang." As soon as Princess Anilpat stood up, Cao Ungfa noticed that her height was only at the shoulder of her cousin. "Okay, Tobin, Princess Anil, but you're making all the wrong choices right now. You have Lady Pin there, and you're gonna walk your flirty cousin to her car and leave Lady Pin there, who you know is sulking. Make good choices, princess. Make good choices. That's all I'm saying. You're not making the best choices right now. Lady Pin, Lady Pin, Kun-ung. I don't know about you. I don't know about you guys. I don't know. But it's a no-brainer to me. Cousin, somebody not related to you. I mean, just saying. Back to the story. This little story incited something in her heart to flutter again. Don't worry, sister. The car is parked in front of the port, Cao. Cao Ungfa said as she lowered her head slightly to say goodbye before walking to the luxurious car that was waiting in front of the Pine Palace. If Anil looks at Kun-ung till she is out of sight like that, why won't you follow her to Chinatown? Oh! Ooh. Not only did Lady Pilantita's voice turn hoarse and cold, but her amber brown eyes also appeared even colder. Ooh. I told you, princess. I told you to make good choices. Oh no, I'm scared. I'm scared for you and your safety. Oh Lord. Okay. Oh no, what's Pin gonna do? Okay. I'm scared. Okay, we're going back into it. Who would go to Chinatown? Said Princess Anilapat, crouching down next to Lady Pin, so close that her shoulders pressed against Lady Pin's shoulders, who kept frowning. I just wanted to be with you. I do not want to hang out. Wait, you want to be with her? You don't want to just hang out, you want to be with her? Really? Are we getting a confession? Are we getting a confession right now? I'm not ready if we're getting a confession. Oh no. The beseeching tone caused her quivering full lips to momentarily convulse before settling into an even more contorted expression as her gaze shifted towards the teapot on the center of the table. Pilantita could not figure out why she was so upset with the white teapot set in front of her. All she knew was that Prek was with her all afternoon, and then, in the Pine Palace also had no other servants to help, for Princess Anil cherished her privacy very much, which could only mean that Princess Anil personally brewed this tea to welcome the beautiful visitor herself. Ooh. This speculation appeared to trigger an inexplicable surge of anxiety in her mind. Really? Lady Pin's voice is still cold. You've returned quite recently, and Anil is so charming. It seems like the palace is quickly filling up with visitors. Lady Pilantita crosses her arms and surely looks at the fireplace for a long time. You have slandered me so much, Princess Anil said, laughing. The visitor is only Kun-ung, who is my cousin. I said it like that because it's in bold. I'm glad that she said cousin in bold because it shows us that Princess Anil realizes that Ungfa's her cousin. Will that change anything? I don't know. She was acting very weird when Ungfa was there. But it seems like she's trying to reassure Lady Pin here. And she did say she just wanted to be with her. But I mean, it seems to me like she realized what's going on and she's trying to backpedal here and be like, I wasn't flirting. She's my cousin, duh. Like, oh, flirting, no. Like, it's you. You're my girl. Don't be jealous. You're my girl. You know. Getting those vibes. Let's see if Anil can unsulk the lady. Princess Anil's voice is so focused on the word cousin that Pilantita's sullen face began to look much more relaxed. Will there be even more people tomorrow? Pilantita slowly distanced herself from the body, which appeared to be sliding down and collapsing towards her, as if Princess Anilapat had no bones. It does not mean that she doesn't want to get closer. If she got closer, her heart would beat so vigorously that it might feel as if it were about to burst from her chest. She does not want that either. But I want it, Lady Pin. Can you please just give me just a little something? Please, Lord Jesus. Oh, man. These girls. I have only invited my brothers, Sister Vati and Kun Ungfa. I have no idea whom my two brothers will invite, Kun Pin. Hearing that, Pilantita seemed to be full of concern, even though she herself could not figure out what she was worried about. I know what I'm worried about. I know what you're worried about. I have a bad feeling about this. Lady Pin's suitor is best friends with Anil's brother, and she doesn't know who her brother's inviting. This dude is gonna mosey on down to the tennis court, and he's gonna go friggin' flirt and hit on and court Lady Pin there. Oh no. I'm not ready to see Princess Anil's reaction to that happening right in front of her. It's a lot different hearing it secondhand from Prek, but when it's happening actively in front of her, oh no, I don't know what's she gonna do? How's she gonna act? I'm actually kind of excited to see that. Is it because I love that kind of drama? Maybe. But I'm kind of excited to see what Princess Anil does. Okay, let's see. I don't know if we're gonna get at this chapter, but we'll see. Let's go. Even though she herself could not figure out what she was worried about, maybe I will meet Kun Kwa this time. ... That's his name. That's the dog's name. I forgot his name. That I was right. I just had to read literally one more line. Oh no. Princess Anil's composed tone prompted Lady Pin to bow her head and tightly purse her lips. A medley of emotions swirled within her, blending together until they were nearly indistinguishable. She knows very well that there is not any slightest reaction to Kun Kwe. However, will Princess Anil understand this as she does? What is that? Princess Anil looked down at Lady Pilantita, who kept her head down for a moment, changing the topic submissively. I've crafted a flower wreath as a gift for you. A slight smile graced her typically stern visage. I recalled your fondness for the aroma of cork flowers, which currently blanket the courtyard behind Boar Palace. Prek and I fashioned them into a garland to present to you. If you were to place it in your bedroom, it would fill the room with a delightful fragrance. Oh. Without realizing it, at that moment, Pilantita lifted her gaze, gazing affectionately at Princess Anil, and her lovely lips, resembling chestnuts, broke into a shy smile, causing her to involuntarily smile in response. It looks lovely, Princess Anilapat remarks while gazing at the 3 garlands displayed on a silver pedestal. These garlands were unique, as the flower stems were woven into circular shapes, eschewing 2 use of thread, unlike typical flower garlands. Can I hold it like this? Princess Anilapat laughed as she picked up a garland and put it on her white wrist and shook it up and down in a mischievous manner like a girl. What did I tell you guys? What did I tell you? She's still mischievous. See, I knew that about the princess. Ungfa didn't. Do with that information as you will. Does that make me better suited for Princess Anil. I mean, I know she's still mischievous despite her gorgeous, gorgeous features, and I'm not her cousin. So, I mean, I feel like I have an advantage here. Just saying. Oh man, this book, I can't. Anyways, sorry. Let's continue on. If you want to wear it that way, you can. Lady Pin smiled sweetly. I have offered it to you. You do as you please. Is that so, Kun Pin? Little did Pilantita realize that her words had brought immense joy to Princess Neelapat, who continued to smile radiantly. Why does your hair garland look cuter than other bunches? Princess Anil asked as she moves closer to Lady Pin. She also reaches her hand to touch around Pilantita's garlands on her hair bun gently so that someone's face starts to blush. You are lying to me. Breck and I helped each other to weave every bunch to look similar. If they are cute, they are all cute. If they are ugly, they are all ugly. Pilantita pouted her lips like a pouty person. Really? Said Princess Anil, laughing. However, in my perspective, everything is simply to revolve around you. It would be more beautiful than anywhere else. Oh man. Simp. Okay, say it with me, everyone. Come on, let's collectively say it together. Princess Anil is a simp. Thank you for playing along. This girl just cannot help herself. Wow. She wants Lady Pin bad. I mean, girl, I get you. I mean, I understand where you're coming from. I mean, I don't simp for anyone. I don't simp for people that name rhymes with een or Isa. You know, I don't simp for people like that. I don't simp, as you all know. I don't do that. But like, I kind of understand. I can understand why Princess Anil simps so much for Lady Pin. Just saying. Oh man, what am I doing? What am I doing? What is this podcast? I don't know anymore. Let's continue on. The captivating voice, coupled with the sparkling eyes, stirred something within Lady Pilantita's heart. As Princess Anil's face inched closer and closer to hers continuously, as Princess Anil's face inched closer and closer to hers continuously, inching closer, inching closer? Really? Okay, calm down, Tara. It's happening. Oh my god, it's happening. Okay, it's happening. Everyone, ladies, gentlemen, and everyone in between, and everybody who is listening to this, watching this, I don't know what you're doing, everybody. It's happening. No, I feel like I'm getting baited. I am being baited. Calm down, Tara. I need to chill. I blame it on Becky and Freen playing these characters because I'm just freaking out now. Okay. Let's get back. Let's see what happens. As Princess Anil's face inched closer and closer to hers continuously, until the tip of Princess Anil's nose gently traced along her cheek and came to a halt at the garland adorning her hair bun, gathered at the nape of her neck. Her heart almost stopped beating in that second. Princess Anil briefly sniffed Pilantita's hair bun, then slowly retraced the tip of her nose along her cheek once more. In the blink of an eye, it felt like an eternity. Lady Pilantita instinctively held her breath when the intense dark eyes ceased their gaze, now only a finger's width away from her. The cork flowers smell so good, Princess Neelapat finally said out in a sweet, floating voice. Dot, dot, However, the scent of your cheek is many times more fragrant. Listen, okay, it wasn't a kiss, but the tension, okay, the cheek to cheek, and then the sniffing of the neck of the garland and then the sniffing of the, and then the rubbing of the cheeks, and the sniffing and the closeness, and these two. This is such a struggle for me, because I don't know if there's anybody listening to this who doesn't actually know who Frayne and Becky are, or have watched Gap the series or anything like that, but having the image of these two actresses playing these scenes out in my head is doing something to me. It's making the struggle. They literally did nothing. They just did nothing. They cheek touched and sniffed, and I struggled. Oh no. People have told me more happens and things happen, and if that's my reaction to a cheek touch, like a cheek on cheek touch, no, I'm not ready. I don't think I can do this. Maybe I'm done. Maybe this is where I end the podcast. I'm not gonna be ready for this. Oh no, how am I gonna read those kind of scenes? Oh Lord, please give me strength. Anyways, that is the end of chapter 15. What do you say? Like, what do you possibly say about this chapter? You know my feelings about the whole Ungfa and princess situation, so I'm not even going to touch on that, because you know how I feel about that situation. But the last little bit there between Princess Anil and Lady Pin. Oh no, it's getting closer. They're getting more bold. At least Princess Anil's getting more bold, and I'm not ready. I'm getting nervous the more we go on. We're 46% of the way through. I'm not ready for the potential of what's gonna happen in this. Like, I saw the trailer, the mini teaser, okay? And and people have told me that I'm not ready. I can't, guys. I'm gonna struggle. This is gonna be rough. But yeah, what do I say? I don't know what else to say about this chapter. I feel like you all know how I felt about this chapter. So yeah, I'm not. You know what? I'm not gonna drag on this outro. You guys know how I felt about what happened. You guys heard it, and there wasn't much Lady Pin and Princess Anil this chapter, but I guess what I can say is that I'm very curious about the next chapter. It's titled The Tennis Court, and we do know that Cao Ungfa and the man, I already forget his name again, but the man, the man, he's gonna be there. So I kind of really want to read the next chapter, because I can already just sense the drama gonna happen, and the jealousy, and the competitiveness. Oh my god, I just thought of it. I bet you $1 million. No, I don't bet you $1 million. I don't even have $1 million, so I don't want that out there. I bet you, I don't know. I have nothing to bet. But you get what I mean. I bet you guys that Princess Anil is going to challenge that man to a tennis match and try to beat him to prove that she is better than him and that she's more suitable as a partner for Lady Pin, because she is better at everything than him. So I'm calling it now. I bet you that's what's going to happen in the next chapter. Oh man. Okay. Anyways, that's my kind of theory about what's going to happen. If it doesn't, then that's just a waste, because come on, that's the perfect opportunity. And we saw last chapter chapter 14, just how much she dislikes this man and how she feels a little bit competitiveness with him because she was telling Preg not to call him more attractive than her and that she has a higher status than him. So we know she feels competitive with him. So I bet you that's what's going to happen. But anyways, we're at the end of this podcast. Thank you all for joining me. I truly appreciate each and every one of you who are here and listening. And yeah, I'm just going to end this with, once again, asking whoever can to go purchase Munma's book, The Loyal Pin, to help them out. Like I said before, we have to help these queer content creators out. So yeah, if you can, go purchase the book. But yeah, anyways, thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you all next time. Stay safe, everyone.